say they're sharp, or they think ahead, or you can't fool them, or they analyze things differently. Those aren't compliments, those are confirmations. These are the phrases people use when they've fully accepted that your intelligence has surpassed the boundaries they originally placed around you. Even people who once doubted you now adjust their tone when your name comes up. They soften their words. They choose more respectful phrasing. They avoid certain remarks. Because denying your intelligence became impossible. They saw the evidence. They witnessed the growth. They felt the difference. And at this point, continuing to deny what's obvious would only make them look foolish. This acceptance also shifts how people rely on you. They begin expecting you to understand things quickly. They begin expecting you to pick up on underlying meanings. They begin expecting you to foresee potential outcomes. And while these expectations might seem heavy to some, they're actually acknowledgments of your mental capability. People don't expect depth from someone who has none. They don't expect clarity from someone who's confused. They don't expect insight from someone whose mind is limited. They expect these things from you because you've proven consistently that your mind is built to handle complexity. And yet with all this recognition, one thing becomes very clear. You never needed anyone's approval to reach this level. You didn't become who you are because someone validated you. You didn't develop your intelligence to impress others. You didn't sharpen your mind for applause. Your growth happened because you were willing to think when others avoided thinking. Because you were willing to understand what others ignored. Because you were willing to learn from situations that broke other people. Your intelligence is the result of your curiosity, your resilience, your self-awareness, your experience, and your ability to reflect deeply. And this is what truly separates you. Not just intelligence, but the way you use it, the way you integrate it, the way you carry it without arrogance, without showmanship, without needing constant recognition. People admire that because it's rare. They don't see many gifted minds that don't boast about what they know. They don't see many insightful people who remain grounded. They don't see many mentally advanced individuals who maintain humility. That combination elevates you beyond normal rankings. That combination is what places you on that God-tier frequency. Not dominance, but depth. Not ego, but awareness. And as this understanding spreads, you'll notice something else. People stop trying to place you in the categories they used before. They stop trying to compare you to your peers. They stop trying to judge you based on age, status, background, environment, or social identity. Because now they know those metrics don't apply to you. They've seen enough to understand that your intelligence can't be measured by traditional standards. Your mind doesn't operate within the same limits. You exceed the frameworks they use for most people. This leads to the next realization people carry, that being around you changes them. They start thinking more carefully. They start observing more. They start choosing their words more responsibly. They become more introspective. They start questioning their own assumptions. They begin recognizing areas where they overlooked details before. Your influence on their mental habits becomes clear without you having to teach anything directly. Just your presence triggers higher awareness in others. That's the mark of someone whose intelligence truly outranks the crowd. They elevate others unintentionally. They raise the standard without forcing anyone. They shift environments simply by being part of them. And people feel this shift in real time. They know when they leave a conversation with you that they're walking away with a clearer mind. They know when they seek your perspective, they'll receive depth they weren't expecting. They know when they hear your interpretation, it will reshape their understanding. This is why people who once overlooked you now pay attention. This is why people who doubted you now listen closely. This is why people who didn't consider you a factor now study you. Because your intelligence changed the landscape. It changed how others perceive themselves. It changed how others interpret situations. It changed how others measure comprehension. And that shift didn't require noise or confrontation. It came through quiet consistency. And now they can't hide it anymore. They can't pretend they don't see what's obvious. They can't downplay what's been proven. They can't.
Just a moment. Let me have this cigarette. Going to start very soon. It's sunny day today. We're having a drink. And we're having a chilling day. Chilling. We're relaxing, basically. You know. Won't take long. I promise. Now, let's go to connect. How is everybody doing now? We are back. It's not a lecture really today. Now, I would say it's more of a warning. It's gonna have another sip.
Dismiss the clarity you've shown over and over again. Their behavior has already exposed the truth. Your intelligence outranks everyone they tried comparing you to. You are.
So, I want you to go in your phone or in a dictionary and look the etymology of the word theft. Theft. Theft in this cheap dictionary, I had a better one, trust me. But a theft in this dictionary, in this cheap dictionary, means it's a noun, theft. Theft. Robbery, stealing, thieving, pilfering, burglary. My English is no good. Terrible. So, theft. Let's go and start with a story. Many years ago, back when I lived in Brazil, in my house, in my garden, we had all sorts of fruitiferous trees. Trees that gave you actually fruits to eat. We had avocado, graviola, guava, caju, jambu, coconut, papyrus. We had papyrus. I used to get the papyrus and I cut them off and pretend it was a cigarette. My dad used to smoke, so that's where this smoking habit, I adopted. Now he doesn't smoke anymore. Yeah, that crazy dad. Yeah. Anyways, he's not crazy. But that dad, that maybe he's not even my dad, but that's the only dad I know. So he smokes, and I remember pretending I was him and making the papyrus cigarette and smoking. Once I stole his cigarette pack. I was very small. I don't know how small I was. And I went in the back of the house, in my garden, in my land. There were two houses, one in the front and the one in the back, where my grandmother used to live. My grandmother used to live in the back house, and then my mom and my dad and our family used to live in the front house. And there was me smoking, my dad's cigarette, and then dad was looking for his cigarettes, and he got me, and he tried to grab me, I don't know what he tried to do, but I kept running around the coconut tree, and he kept running after me to grab me, and then eventually I went to my mom, and then my mom was like, no, leave her alone, and he never catch me. But man, I must have been running so fast because he never got me. I was like, we run around the coconut tree for a few seconds. I don't know. And then eventually I went to my mom, and the mom, no, just leave her alone. Come on, leave her alone. So, just a funny story. But that's not the story I want to tell. So, we had lots of a tree, and there was a jambu tree, beautiful jambu tree. The jambu was purple, not purple, burgundy color, burgundy, like that deepish kind of wine red color. And the dad kept watching the tree, because he kept wanting the tree to give its fruit. And then eventually came one fruit. And I remember very well. I believe Mommy had already, anyways. And the dad was like, "Oh, this will be ready to eat when I come back from work." I was like, that's good. So dad off went to work. My dad is a builder. He works in the construction. He used to work. Now he's retired. He used to work in a construction industry, building houses and things like that. So off he went to work. I was in the street as a little girl playing, I wasn't always in the street, but kids like to play in the street, don't they? Like, of course, after that, before dad came into work, we didn't have a watch. We didn't have mobile phone, but we knew the time dad would come home and that we would run home, pretending we were all at home doing something, So that was me in the street and this and that. And then time for dad to come home and run to my house, and So dad went in the back of the second house to look for his jambu, his fruit. Wasn't there. Someone stole it. Wasn't me. Somebody stole it. Man, my dad has got a temperamental. If I have a temperamental, now you know. So when dad looked at the tree and saw that the only fruit that he has been waiting to eat had vanished, he was furious. Honestly, he got his tools out, his things, and he started shopping every tree in the garden. You name it, he shopped it. He even shopped the coconut tree. We had 2 coconut trees, by the way. One was what that call male tree because it didn't give any coconut. The other one was what that call a female coconut tree because it used to give like coconut all the time. So he shopped all the trees. He placed them in a massive, thing, and he set fire. He set fire, with a bang. Just a moment. So fire, burned the trees that he just had chopped off. I kept watching everything, just watching, observing. I was a little bit upset, My guava tree, my cashew tree, my avocado tree, my graviola tree, What a mess. Dad got so upset, so angry. I never remember my dad bringing home anything stolen from work. As a builder, sometimes there was lots of people that work in this type of industry as well where I grew up. But now and again, I could hear some of the people like, "Oh, I brought some a little bit of cement," stolen from work, basically. I brought a little bit this from work. But my dad never did that, which I'm very proud of him. Yeah, he was a little bit lunatic towards me, but, I never had him saying, I brought this here from work. Whatever he brought from work is because his so-called bosses used to allow him. For instance, he built a chair. His so-called boss knew about that. He built two chairs. He built loads of things. My dad is really intelligent, honestly. So I was like, oh, Dad, did you have to do that? I was thinking, I never said anything to him, no. But I was thinking, Dad, that's so silly. But he couldn't forgive. He couldn't, he couldn't let it go for some reason. It was a sad time though, because the garden never looked the same since then. And very sad. Yeah. So some of you have been stealing from me for a long time. I know. You have been stealing from me for a long time. You have been stealing my health, mental, physical, spiritual. You have stolen from me some of my health, physical, mental, spiritual, psychological, financial. You have stolen from me my 3 children, lying about me in court, about my last child. You came to the hospital and you stole this child from me at the age of 2 days old. He was only 2, not even 2 days old. Less than 48 hours, you came to the hospital and stole him from me. And other things that you steal, you come here, you steal from me. I know. Right now, I cannot find a particular object that I place in a drawer. It's not here. You have stolen so much from me. So much. Once you came to my house, you stole a fish that I was going to cook for Easter time, what you people call Good Friday. You knew I left the door open. You came and you stole this fish. And every opportunity you have, you steal from me. Whew. However, you stole something from me that is priceless. And you know what you stole. We know. What you stole from me is priceless. No money in this world, no gold, no diamond, nothing can be replaced by it, by this thing we both know you stole from me. Guess what? Other thing as well. Right now, you are plotting to steal something else from me. I know you are plotting to steal something from me, something else from me. I advise you not to do so. I am giving you here a friend advice, honestly. Don't think I am your friend, but I am giving you a friendly advice not to go ahead with this theft that you are trying to do against me. Okay? Okay. Because if you go ahead with this theft that you are trying to plot to steal from me, the consequences of your actions is going to be so tremendous, horrible, terrible for you, that even God, the Most High, Jesus, won't be able to save you. Even if you plead with him, he won't. Remember what the Bible says. The kingdom of heaven, the new Jerusalem, the new concept, the new system are not going to allow thieves. So this plot now you're trying to do against me to steal this from me is going to be your doomsday. You're going to be in so much trouble. I know. I saw it. Now, sorry, I'm wearing a dress. Now, let's go. You have stolen my ideas, my phrases, you have stolen so much. My children, my time. Time is something that is irreplaceable. You have stolen from me. But this particular thing, this particular, you know what it is, you stole from me, is very valuable. Very, very. That's right, you stole from me. Okay. Now, just a moment. You know how valuable this is to me, and that it belongs to me. It pertences, belongs to me. It's mine. It's not yours to keep. It was never yours. It's mine. You know, everything that you stole from me was mine in the first place. All belong to me. You know. Belonging. Belonging. Have a proper place. It's a verb. É um verbo. Having a proper place. This that you stole from me belongs to me. It's mine. It's mine by divine right, by divine gift, by divine. It's mine by divine gift, divine authority, divine belonging, divine inheritance, divine, place. You cannot keep it. You cannot keep it. You know that. It's not yours. It was never yours to steal, to cause theft. Now, by refusing to give it back to me, you got cursed your whole bloodline to the point of death. Not just the ones that had already passed, but if you have any future, because you want to have any future. Okay? So, you know what you are holding there that belongs to me alone. You have got away with this behavior for a long, long, long time. Your time is over. You have got in Brazil, this is Brazilian time. Can you see? Brazilian time. It's exactly just after 13 1300 hours. Just after. But I'm gonna forget about the minutes. It's 1300 hours in Brazil. If you don't give to me within 24 hours of Brazilian time, you're gonna regret. You're gonna be following one by one who got involved in this plot of stealing it from me. This from me. You know what it is. You know. So you have 24 hours from today, Sunday, the 16th of November 2025, until tomorrow, Monday, 1300 hours to give back to me. I am not sure how we're going to do that, but do it quick. You haven't just cursed. You haven't just cursed your bloodline by this action, this act of theft. All your bloodline, you have also to give back to me. Even though you are cursed, you still have to give back to me what belongs to mine. So, let's go and have a look here on something. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have to look up. This dictionary doesn't have it. Oh, what's that? Just a moment, because I could look in the maybe it has. Just a moment. There, it has. There. It's a verb. You have cursed your whole bloodline when you stole this from me. all your bloodline is cursed. Yet, it's cursed because I say so. It's cursed because I say so. So, you have got from now, today, until tomorrow, same time, to give back to me what belongs to me. And otherwise, apart from being cursed, everyone that was involved in this plot will fall one by one. Now, you know this plot you have got in there to steal something valuable from me, get out of the paper. Forget about it, because you're already in trouble what you have stole from me in the past. Okay, so whatever you had in mind to steal from me, don't do it, because you already cursed your whole bloodline. Your children, grandchildren, great-grandfather, great-grandmother, great-granduncle, you name it, you have cursed. And your new generation to come, they already cursed. And the plot you have going there to do this, you are plotting, I would recommend you not to do also, because it's going to be much worse for you. Much, much worse. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. You know, and it's not a threat. It's a result of your action. It's just inevitable. Inevitable. So, repeating, you have got until tomorrow, same time today, to start. I don't know how you're gonna do it, you know, but to give back to me every single thing that you stole from me, especially this particular thing, this particular, you know what you did. You know what it is. Do quick. You don't have very much time left. I'm giving you 24 hours. You have quite a few. So, okay, I will be waiting.